thoughts and why it's very, very important that we make sure we are thinking positively. Now, a lot of us tend to forget that manifestation is all based on what you believe in and what you believe. We tend to forget that the universe operates literally on your thoughts. So if you have negative thoughts but you're trying to be positive and not clear out the negative ones, you're still going to manifest the negative ones, which is why it's important that we go through them and we understand like pretty much why we have a pattern of thought that we do, or why we even think that it's possible to create positivity and to manifest while we are still stuck in old ways. That can be why your manifestation gets really delayed and why you feel like some things just don't work out for you, and it's because of that. We can't have both type of thoughts. Both type of thoughts. We can't have both. We have to choose one. We have to either be all about love, where we are trusting the universe, we're trusting ourselves, we're trusting who we are, what we're doing, and that we give all the power to that. The minute you also allow fearful thoughts and negative thoughts, low frequency thoughts, to also mesh in with the positive ones, you're gonna block yourself. You're gonna slow yourself down from achieving, because you have to pick one. Either you're gonna be positive as much as possible, or you're not. You can't be both. You can't pick in between both and pick what days you want to be one and what days you want to be the other. You have to be consistent. That's the other thing about thoughts and manifestation. You have to be consistent, consecutive. You have to be on top of yourself and on top of what you think. And that's a really huge problem for a lot of people I come across, even for myself at some point in time. Even till now, honestly, we still have growth and growing to do. Sometimes we allow ourselves to get caught up in the fact that we have a choice in what we feel, what we think, what's going on in our lives, and we have to always make the choice to be positive. Make sure that you're giving every effort you have to disintegrate any negative anything, and that's whether it came from other people, from you, or from circumstances. Thoughts are the power fuse to how we create. We cannot create without a thought, without an idea. So we have to understand how important the thought is, which means we have to be very strong on how we think. And it's all about remembering that we control our minds. Our minds does not control us. So, with that being said, let's get our thoughts clear. Let's go deep. Let's get down into the dirty, dark parts of yourselves that you don't want to deal with. You have to go in there. You have to clear it out. You have to clean it out. In order to make space for new, you have to get rid of the old. So we have to make sure that anytime, at any moment that we decide to think negatively on something or towards someone, we correct it. As long as you're correcting it, you're changing your energetic field, you're changing your perspective, you're changing your life. And it's really important that we be strong about it and that we work on the solar plexus and we make sure that we're giving all the effort we have to be positive, because we fall so short on just falling into the negative, because it's so much easier to be negative because there's so much of it. So it's just so easy to just absorb that energy and to pull it in and to just be that. But then we wonder why things are not working out, why we're not manifesting, why we're not creating, and it's because you have to eliminate the negative. You have to stop believing that you're not worthy. You have to stop believing that you cannot trust anything. You have to stop believing that it's impossible to achieve all that you want. Stop with the negative thoughts. We have to own up and be responsible for our own actions. No one else is in charge of how things stay within us. We can't control how people treat us or what we go through, but we can control who we are and what we are when we get out of it. We can't control how it affects us and how we continue on with or without it. and it's about making the choice to continue without it. Heal it. Talk to yourself, get through it, tell yourself why you deserve to not feel that way, why it's not okay to feel that way, why you have to be positive. Because without this positivity, we can't create anything that's going to bring us back positive karma. And that's another thing you have to think about. You want to make actions that's going to bring you back a positive reaction, because the universe works in law of attraction, and that law of attraction works on cause and effect. So if you're doing things that's going to affect you in a negative way, you're going to create a negative pathway of, or consecutive pathways of negative things, because you're creating an effect based on a negative effect or a creation that you made. So it's important that we consider all odds and we make choices to be positive and to do the right thing, because the universe is just going to automatically, alright, you did this, so now the cause and effect to this is this. And then you wonder why things are happening for you the way it is. And it's because we have to get strong on that. We have to make sure we're working on ourselves. We have to focus on ourselves. We are the center of our reality. Come on, we gotta clean it up. Ain't no more excuses. We cannot blame other people anymore, because at the end of the day, the universe is coming back for you. It's not coming back for that other person. I mean, well, if they're doing their own thing, it's gonna come back. But as far as what you're doing, you're gonna bring back for you what you created. So let's get it positive. Let's clean up our thoughts. Let's take more charge in how we conduct our thoughts and how we make action on our thoughts. We have to make sure that we are doing everything we can to keep it positive and to keep it clean. And it's going to take time for your reality to adjust to your new thoughts. So if things are still repeating, just remember it takes time and patience. So let's get grounded, let's get focused, let's get centered, let's get in the now, and let's clear these thoughts. Let's get them positive, let's get them all about love and about happiness, and just being on that vibration and that frequency of unconditional love and light, where everything is possible and it's possible to live a positive reality. So let's clean it up, guys.